In addition to Kitchell's role as our media specialist, she is also a part of the committee that's helped pilot our AVID program at our elementary schools this year. She also has taken on school announcements because she didn't have enough to do, and is one of the reasons it's become such a student-driven project at English Landing. Kitchell, for your commitment to our students, your passion for lifelong reading, and for your leadership that goes beyond the Media Center, it is my pleasure, and I am so proud to present you with this year's Teacher of the Year Award for Park Hill. Congratulations.
Oh gosh, I'm a little bit smaller than this microphone, so I'll do my best.
We can fix it.
There we go. Perfect. Okay, I have my note cards. It's been a while since I've taken a speech class, so here we go. This video that you just watched, I've watched it countless times. The YouTube views are probably through the roof. But I feel like every time I watch it, it's perfect. It makes me smile, it makes me happy, and it validates what I do every day, and the amazing space and the people that I get to work with. But with every video that happens and commercials, edits have to take place. Wait, that's wrong. There's a trademark that goes with it. The trademark and the jingle. Well, you might have heard me mention a couple of times that gold star and the gold star sticker, and I think that holds true with this video. That gold star is stuck with me. I have received so many text messages with just the gold star emoji in the text. I didn't even know that was on the emoji keyboard. Gold stars have shown up in the library, and I even have a gold star necklace on tonight. That just is it just comes along for the ride. But with every good video and every good commercial, edits do need to take place. And in this video, that holds true. The 20-minute conversation that I had needed to be condensed down into 2 minutes. And I still feel very compelled and very urged to share one of those edits with you tonight. One thing that you all didn't get to hear is my story, my backstory. I don't really feel like I ever woke up one day and said, I want to be a teacher. I think that I had to really think back to my childhood and my story. We're really good at notifying others when a student's having concerns or noticing when somebody needs us more than they might. But I want to share with you my story and maybe what grounds me. These are what I called, my school counselor said, oh my gosh, you're talking about your cement shoes. And I said, what is a cement shoe? And she said, it's what grounds you. It's what pulls you back. When things are tough, what's at your core? What motivates you to keep going? So if you don't mind, I'd like to share one of the edits and share with you my cement shoes. So in order to get a little bit better understanding of me, we've got to rewind back to 1977. So I was born in 1977, and I was born 2 months premature. And back then, that was a really big deal, and my parents were given a fairly grim prognosis. I was too tiny and too fragile, and at only 4 pounds, and they were told I would not make it through the night. Well, I proved it wrong, and here I am. But at 18 months, at 2 years old, at 5 years old, it was pretty certain that I was going to have some high hills to climb and boulders to overcome. For instance, I had crossed eyes in my nose to the point where I probably saw double vision all the time. I had countless surgeries to fix that, and by the age of 5, I was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. More surgeries to correct my walk and my stance and my gait. So OT and PT appointments were just part of the norm. I never complained. I never realized that I was working probably harder than most kids my age. And I never realized that just getting out the door to go to school in the morning, I was working so much harder than my neighbor next door. My parents never gave me a chance to think that I was less than normal, less than perfect, and they never let my hard work go unnoticed. I could, and usually would, attempt to do just about anything. Now, I remember my 7th birthday, and all I wanted was a new 2-wheel bike with a banana seat and a basket in the front, and if you grew up in the 80s, a great big orange reflective flag on the back. Well, I got it. I got that bike for my 7th birthday, and I'd never been so excited. But I mentioned those hurdles that were in front of me, and I did have a big one that year. See, I just had a recent surgery on my left leg, and it was in a hip-to-toe cast. And it was completely immobilized. So that bike that I got for my birthday sat in my kitchen and stared me down. And I wanted to ride it so badly. And I was never afraid of riding it. I never was afraid of how goofy I might look if I tried to ride it with one foot. But I just knew that I had to go and get it. I had to meet this goal. My parents never told me I couldn't do it. They never said, no, this is a terrible idea. You might fall off, or you might break your other leg. This is too dangerous. They said, if you think that you can do this, we want you to. We want you to go and get this. We want you to meet this challenge because we believe in you. And so I went for it. And I rode that bike. I took it out in front of my house, and I rode it back and forth in front of my house. My smile was probably bigger than it is today, but I'm sure that my parents' smile was even bigger because they were the ones that were pushing me to be better every day. But you have to visualize. I was not riding it like you normally would. One leg was rolling the pedals, and the left leg was sticking straight out to the side to get some extra balance. I didn't care if anyone was looking at me because I wanted something, and I went and I got it. It's these pair of cement shoes. That's my story. That's my cement shoes. Experiences like this that ground me in my work and know that kids can meet these challenges no matter how big or how small. It's my motivation to keep going, and when times get tough, I like to think back to when times were tougher for me. I want kids to see the same types of challenges and go and get them, and I want them to know that I believe in them. They need us as teachers to say, go and get something. Do something that's hard. Push yourself to be a little bit uncomfortable because it's only going to make you stronger in the end. And that feeling of accomplishment, there's nothing like it. As teachers, we may not be able to see our impact 20 years, 30 years down the road. We may not know if we are really the part of someone's story and their cement shoes that they bring to the table as adults. But just know this as a teacher. Your smile, it matters, and your attitude is contagious. Kids will mimic what they see and what they see you and hear you doing. Are you staring down a challenge? Are you meeting it head on? Are you putting one foot in front of the other in your tough time? These kids notice, and they need you to do this. So as I close, I want you to take a moment and think about my story. And it's just one experience of thousands growing up. And I want to say thank you for listening to my cement shoes. These cement shoes ground me in my work, my life, and my childhood, keep me and push me to do more and more every day. My cement shoes and my experiences are what motivate me, and they help me cherish each day I have at English Landing. Through this entire experience, there's really been one song that just kind of has stuck with me, and it's quickly become one of my favorites on my playlist and a car sing-along, if my boys will let me. This song, it's a good one to say the least, and it's just a reminder of where I have come from, and it was what has pushed me as an educator, but also what I value and take with me to the classroom. Now, I could sing you the lyrics. I don't line dance either. I could sing you the lyrics or read them to you, but I really don't think anyone can say it better than Michael Bublé.
I believe in good things coming back to you.
I believe in you, and I want you to take that with you tonight. I want to say again, thank you for all of this. It's an amazing experience. Thank you for sharing and taking the time to understand my story and what's motivating me. But I also want to challenge you. I'd like to challenge you to pause and take a deep breath and think about what motivates you when times are tough. Connect with your story. What brings you back to the classroom every day? I challenge you to go and find your own pair of cement shoes.